Do you think that there is good men out there?
Of course, I've dated great men. And this is what I struggle with because I was in a super bad relationship. I always have to remind myself, like, before that, I was with great men. And I'm not one to be like, all men suck. It's just very hard to find those men that actually are looking for a relationship and love women.
Sitting out here struggling to get this in my car. Men are walking back and forth. No one is trying to help me. They don't make real men anymore. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not all men, because there are good men out there. As a woman, like, you don't see men holding doors anymore. They don't help anymore. They rush and sit down on trains and buses before women and pregnant women and elderly are sitting down. It's just...
Stay-at-home moms don't leave good men. Stay-at-home mothers who value being home with their babies and not in the workforce don't just decide to end their marriages and go out and get a job and risk poverty and putting those kids in childcare because their husbands are amazing. They do it because something in that home makes leaving seem appealable.
Somebody asking where all the good men at. We grocery shopping at 11. Oh, 11:11. It really is 11:11. Yeah, we grocery shopping at night. We hide from y'all. Shoot, last weekend I was out bowling. Somebody grabbed my butt. Could have said hi. I made to talk to you. Dang, that's we just hide. We've been hurt. True story.
No, I think it's men just get tired of being walked over. They just get tired of it, man. It's exhausting to get disrespected in pretty much darn near every situation. Every scenario you can think about, the man is going to come out dead last. And not only are modern women setting it up to where men are going to come out dead last in every situation, they're telling men, they've gotten so bold as to tell men, you are going to come out dead last. And you should be happy that you're going to come out dead last. Your life is in service to me. Regardless of what you think that you should get, your life is in service to me.
So we don't want any serial killers. So make sure that with regards to the message that I left asking where are the men, make sure that when you guys connect, that you do your own due diligence. This is a disclaimer. Do your own due diligence. So that if you meet someone lovely, that's great. But if you meet some serial, please, you cannot blame the message I left with regards to asking where are all the single men. So please make sure you do your own research on the person that you do meet. Otherwise, happy meeting.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Say that again. What did you say?
Why would I want to be with a bum?
How come no man in this room has ever said that about a girl they dated? Because you're all gold-digging skanks. We're romantic. We'll take a bum McDonald's burger. You couldn't do that. No woman's ever done that. You guys date up, we date down. That means every ex-boyfriend you've had was better than you. That's why you let him hit it. Because you guys date up. So you up a lot. Could you marry a Burger King employee?
I won't do that.
Could any girl here do it? Has any girl in history ever done it? You're all dirty gold diggers. Admit your skin. And you know what's funny? That's the point. You abandoned him. Why did you abandon him?
I need someone financially at my level or higher.
But what if you're married to a leader?
How come the men here don't mind if she's a bum? Because we're the romantic gender and you guys are of the devil.
And you sit up here and listen to these modern women talk about how they can't find a good man. To a singles event, can't seem to find a man. It's just a figment of my imagination. It's like Sasquatch. It's like Bigfoot. He doesn't exist. There are sightings, but the Loch Ness Monster. That's exactly what he is. I cannot find him. But then y'all go out here and disrespect the man, talk trash about the man. And then y'all get confused. Well, he's not showing up to a singles event. He's not showing up to a singles event. I can't really find a man to talk to me in the gym. Man, I go to the church, man. I go to the grocery store. I'm up here at the gas station at 6 a.m. creeping on men. I'm at Home Depot peeking around the corner creeping on men. Can't find anybody. It's not a mystery. It's just that you run your mouth too much. And now men don't want to be bothered.
Do you think women
chivalry?
There is a diagram above me. On one side, we see an example of chivalry where a man is picking up the tab for dinner on a date. On the other side, we see a man capable of doing more physical labor than a woman at the same job, so he is paid more. Thus, it is chivalry when it works towards a woman's favor and sexism when it doesn't. If you read deeply enough into the history of women and children first when abandoning ship, which dates back to 1852, and this isn't going to be easy to Google, you may have to go to the 3rd or 4th page, you'll find that it actually wasn't chivalrous. We held women to a lower standard, the same standard as children. If a ship was going down, what good are women in a crisis? They already lack logic and accountability. They're only going to get in the way if we're going to try to save the fucker. Where am I going with this? We've also been taught it's a woman's prerogative to change her mind, also known as not keeping your word, or reneging. If history tells us women are held to a lower standard and can't be trusted, shouldn't we learn from it?
If he leads properly, I will submit naturally. I will submit naturally.
Where are the girls that are just super laid back and chill?
Where are the good women at? Where are the nice girls? I grew up with a lot of good girls. Now there's like none.
Where have all the good girls gone? It's the question that rattled a nation and led to a flurry of other questions. Where have the good girls gone? Why are they missing? And what is the government doing to take action? American men are pleading for answers.
First noticed something was off when I was on the app and couldn't find a girl that didn't care about partying or makeup. All of a sudden I was like, whoa, where are the good girls at? I knew something was wrong, so I immediately called the police.
911, what's your emergency?
Hi, I'm on Hinge trying to find a good girl, but I haven't been able to find anything, and I think something might have happened to them.
Have you tried checking Tinder?
Yeah, nothing.
All right, I have a unit on the way. Just stay on the line with me, okay?
Okay, thank you. I'm just so scared.
We'll keep you updated as the story unfolds. My name is Francine Beluga, and this is Channel 6 News.
A lot of times these modern women got away with the man planning all of this stuff. The flowers, I'll get you flowers. Oh, well, I really don't want to ride with you. I don't really know you. Well, I don't know you, so why would I be buying you flowers? Oh, well, it's different because you need to impress me. Okay, well, then how is it different if we both meet on a level playing field? I don't buy you anything, you don't buy me anything. There's not really any expectation but to come up here and get to know each other. It's a nice gesture if I were to buy you flowers, but it's not something that should be expected because once again, we don't really know each other. We're just feeling each other out. If I like you and we have another date, hey, I was thinking about you. Oh man, I appreciate that. But too many times, modern women are expecting, they feel entitled to this type of behavior. Well, my friends do it. Oh, this person did and that person did it. Actually, what you're not saying is that person might have not started off doing that. Your friend might have not started off doing that for you. And over time, as they got to know you, they started thinking about you more and more. A relationship is kind of...
Today's episode of Men Want to Be Princesses so bad.
Oh, they want basic appreciation, loyalty, reciprocation, respect, affection, the basics, the absolute basics. It's not wanting to be a princess, that's wanting a healthy relationship. And I think you made this video because you're embarrassed that you got rejected. So you have to find a way to put him down. Instead of being like, wow, we weren't a good fit for each other, or maybe I should start showing up on time for dates. A lot of women openly expect a million things from men, but as soon as a man asks for anything at all, he's insulted for it. So weird because for decades we've tried to get men to open up to us. Oh, communicate more. Say what your feelings are. Speak up. And then they speak up and then we mock them immediately. That's why a lot of men just go quiet. That's why a lot of men don't speak up.
And a lot of times, what you might find with modern women is sometimes they know they're doing it and they do it intentionally, but then other times they'll do it subconsciously, where you have a man that's continuing to audition. You're still comparing him to an ex-boyfriend, Chad or Tyrone or some sort of guy, something like that you met somewhere, that you were in a situationship with. You wrote, well, he's not like this guy, or he can't do it like this guy, and my ex set the standard, and all that other nonsense. And eventually men hear that and they leave. So a good man that you had on the hook eventually leaves because you're talking nonsense. Oh, you know, he's not really, he ain't a real man. He didn't step up to the plate. I ain't trying to step up to no plate. I ain't trying to do none of that, because this is not a one-sided audition to where you make all of the rules. We're both trying to put our best foot forward for each other. But it seems like in some form of fashion, only one of us got the...
When a man wants to get married, he's only getting married truly for one reason. The men can work and provide for themselves. He does not necessarily need you to cook, clean, and have sex, because he can get sex from multiple women. A lot of them can cook and clean. Their mother taught them, or they can pay someone to get it. The culture is telling them these women do not get married. So why would a man go past what the culture is telling him and choose to have a wife? It's for one real simple reason. Because with a wife, you can now have love, you can now have nurturing, you can have support, you can have affection. This is what he can't get from a roommate. So if that is not what you're leading with, your relationships with men is love, support, nurturing, and respect, this is why your husband is now pulling away, because in the beginning you gave him those things. But as you got into the relationship, you got bitter, you got resentful, you start seeing his flaws, start counting that against him, you start measuring him against other men, and now you're pulling back on the love, the affection, and the nurturing.
No, please. No, please don't go. No. Please stay.
No, you held that from me. Like, you intentionally didn't tell me that.
I'm sorry. Like, please don't go.
No. Hopefully you told the next guy you had a kid before 6 months.
6 months? What did you do? Did you stuff your children in a closet somewhere? I mean, at least their stuff. You must have hid their stuff. Because you cannot seriously date somebody for 6 months and hide the evidence that you are a mother and that you have children. You would have to hide their stuff. You would have to lie about where you are and what you did in a day. You would have to lie about a huge part of your history. So I'm on his side, because at that point, it is not just that you were not transparent. You were actually hiding things actively. And I think that man handled it perfectly well. He was calm, controlled, well-mannered. He didn't bash her. He didn't insult her. He just said it as it is, and he was taking himself out of the situation. And honestly, he could have been way more upset, because he probably put in so much time and effort into this relationship within that 6 months that this sort of thing would feel like somewhat of a betrayal. That man obviously deserved better, and he knew it, so he made the king move.
I think we have to start realizing that, you know, when we talk about dating events and singles mixers and stuff like that, and men ain't showing up, maybe that's a sign. If you promote, and all of the women show up, but all of the men decide not to, for whatever reason, why is nobody stepping back to ask, now why aren't the men coming? Why aren't the men here? Man, we tried to do pickleball, they didn't come. We tried to do basketball, they didn't come. They'll come for football though. It looks like they didn't come for football. Maybe we need to start reaching out and asking, why aren't you guys coming? I mean, we had a night where we watched a football game and we had wings. We did the fight night. We did baseball. I mean, why are you guys not coming out? We're trying to do things that cater to you. And they'll tell you. And whenever they tell you, listen. Matter of fact, you don't even have to ask. You can just go in a comment section and see what men are upset about and what they're worried about, what they're concerned about. But do you think that people listen to men and what they be talking about? No, because they don't care.
Remember when I told y'all to approach men in the wild? Well, ladies, here is your sign to really take that seriously, because I have now gone on 4 dates with the guy from Super Bowl Sunday that I approached. We've been going on all these amazing dates. We've been to Trina Steakhouse. We've been to Sunda, Lesterie, I think is how you call it. We've been out and about, and we've been just having the best time ever. He's been consistent, respectful, and I've already met his friends. This past Saturday, he invited me to go out with him and his friends because it was one of his friends' birthday. So they did a birthday celebration, and I actually invited a couple of my friends to come out. He's sweet, he's intentional, he plans things. He's just an overall amazing, great guy, and we're having such a great time together. I'm really excited to see where things go. And the only reason we're here is because I walked up to him. So, ladies, this is your sign to stop waiting around and hope that a man will notice you. If you see a guy that you like, just go approach him, say hi. What's the worst that's going to happen? He is going to say no and reject you. Best case scenario, you're going on date number 4.
You know, the fact that some of these singles events and these mixers and stuff like that. Now, I've seen some mixers out there that are pretty, they look pretty good. You know, that's something I might go to if I were single, right? But then you have a lot of them where men don't come at all. And women are like, where are all the good men at? How come men aren't showing up to this type of stuff? Well, it's not really beneficial. A lot of this stuff to a man isn't really there's nothing I ain't going to take anything home from it. Well, you might get a number, you might, and what might means is similar to playing the lottery, where you might win. So keep on playing. I'm going to keep on playing the lottery, and I might never win. But I've spent a lot of money. I've accumulated a lot of tickets, a lot of lottery tickets, and when I've counted up the cost, man, I spent a lot of money on something that I'd never even had a chance to win. Well, you know, do you have a shot? Probably I have a shot, a chance to win in general, but do I have an actual chance versus a 1 in infinity chance? Probably not. Probably not. And that's how a lot of men feel about dating. They don't really have a shot with a lot of these modern women, with the way that they act, with the way that they treat me, and really honestly and truly on that subject, with the way that they treat me, do I want a shot?
Sometimes you just get tired, bro. You just get tired. Tired of carrying a relationship. You know, whether it's romantic, whether it's family, whether it's friends. Tired of being the only one to show up. Tired of being the only one to sacrifice. Nobody willing to sacrifice for you. Nobody willing to show up for you in the same way. You just get tired. And that's okay. You know, you only one person. You only got so much bandwidth. And sometimes you need that reminder that, hey, I'm moving in the wrong circles. Once you hit that point of just being tired, like that's that alarm clock you need. Like, I'm moving in the wrong circles. I got the wrong friends. I'm in the wrong relationship. I need to distance myself from these people and get around some people that's willing to give just as well as they receive. But a lot of us are surrounded by people who just take. Just take until we have nothing left to give, and you get tired. Sometimes you got to take that sign from God, bro. It's time to rearrange that circle. He trying to move these people out the way so he could bring some people worthy of being in your presence to you. Don't get in the way of that.
And I think it really has come to a point to where, you know, women are starting to really see men missing in action. You know, where are the men at? You know, used to be in coffee shops, or they used to be over here. They used to be everywhere. Men used to be everywhere. It's just not the case anymore, right? You know, the reason that a lot of these modern women really noticed a man is because a man was in their face, right? And so when something is in your face, then you're more likely to say, oh, here's one over here, here's one over there. You know what I mean? Like, say, for instance, one thing that my wife says is like, man, you know, I never noticed, you know, the type of car that you drive until I got with you. And you'd be like, they're all over the place. I've noticed them. That's why I got one, because I noticed it all the time. But that's how people, you know, if I see something, then I'm focused in on it. I'm locked into it. When men used to talk to modern women, then they were like, oh, the men are everywhere. Man's over here, man's over there. I can get a man. You know, there's a man. You'll never have to worry about a man. But now that men are kind of pulling back, then they're like, where are the men at? Well, the men are still right where they've always been. They're right in front of your face. It's just you don't notice them because they don't talk to you anymore.
Today we have your girl's friends matter. They matter a hell of a lot more than most of you think, and that's because birds of a feather flock together. As soon as you meet a woman and you're thinking about taking her seriously, the first thing you need to do is get around her friends. Because if her friends, they're the 5 of them, that tells you exactly who your girl is behind closed doors. Because birds of a feather flock together, fellas. And this is the counsel. If you're going to have a relationship with this woman, these women are going to be who your girl goes and talks to when she needs advice. whether you like it or not. They're gonna influence her decisions. They're gonna end up influencing how they see you. And if your girl's friends are a big group of gossipy, chances are they're not gonna be giving her some good advice that's in the best interest of a successful relationship. Especially if none of them have a successful relationship. Because what are they giving advice off of? Experiences and getting dick down and dumped and like, that ain't gonna help your relationship. And misery loves company, last but not least. If your girl is friends with a bunch of who are just miserable, blame men for everything, can't hold a guy down because they're out here on some street activities, chances are they're going to try to put that onto your girl, especially if the relationship's going good. Women love to see someone do good, but never better than that. A lot of women. So your girl's friends matter a lot more than you think. So make sure she's got some good ones. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk today, and I'll see you at the same time again tomorrow.
A lot of these modern women refuse to go 50-50. They refuse. I was listening to Stephen A. The other day, and I think he was doing an interview with him. I want to say Shannon Sharp. And he was talking about all of the things that he brought to the table. And he was like, man, if I'm walking in and I'm having to cook, after all of the things that I bring to the table, I'll take you out to eat. I'll take you out to eat. You know, I'll take you, and he started listing off the things that, yeah, I'll do that for you. But if I have to come in after doing all of that and cook, what do I need you for? And that's the thing a lot of men are asking. You don't have any money. I'm still going to ask the same question. If I have to go out there and bust my band, because the work's going to be the same. The work is going to be the same. If I have to go out there, I might not get paid as much as Stephen A. But I put in a lot. I might even put in a lot more effort than Stephen A. He might be working in terms of mental. I might be working in terms of physical. The work that I do takes a physical toll on my body. And so if I'm putting my body on the line, he puts his mind on the line or whatever. If we're doing that, but in different ways, we're going to ask the same question. Because the sacrifice is going to be the same. The mental effort, the physical effort is going to be similar. And so I'm going to arrive as a man at the same conclusion. And that's going to be, what is it that you're bringing to the table? I'm telling you, they don't understand. You're going to run into that same question at every level. And the only difference between a man that you think is a lower level and the man that you think is a higher level is that man is going to sit there and look at you. Did I stutter? No.
We stop taking what the opposite does personal. The biggest benefit is what we stop taking personal. And the hurt and the anger that follows the hurt and the discouragement that follows and the powerlessness and the despair and everything that follows from, you only could have done that if you didn't love me, or I would never do that to somebody I cared about, so you must care about me. Can I give you a specific example? Sure. So, a man is talking. He's talking to someone who's important to him, and he's talking about something that's important to him. Now, let's say the water starts boiling for the tea. And she walks away and addresses the teapot. Or a child comes up. Mommy, yes, but I'm talking, right? And how it occurs, it took me a long time to learn this, how it occurs to most men is that she chose that by her action, she was saying the teapot was more important than me. The child is more important than me. The phone ringing is more important than me. The texts are more important than me. Not knowing that how estrogen creates diffuse awareness. So we're not sorting by importance. We're sorting by loud. What's the most immediate, loudest thing? And so the teapot's more urgent than what you're saying, and the child's need is more urgent than what you're saying. But none of those are more important. But because this thing called a priority, you prioritize, and you prioritize by importance and urgency. So assuming that women do that too, but not knowing that we live in a completely different environment than you do because of the effects of estrogen on the brain. And you might get a kick out of this, Andrew. They did a study where a bunch of men agreed to take very high doses of estrogen. I think it was by the third day of the study they had all opted out. The men could not. The input, the lack of screening that comes with testosterone and single focus, that they're overwhelmed by what was coming. Get me off this. As a woman, that's normal until you get to about my age. Well, or a little younger. But when I started, all the hormones are winding down, which happens by about 35 years old. This is when it's significant change in women.
And also one day, modern women are going to have to figure out that if you're going to brag about making six figures, you're going to have to produce. You're going to have to produce. Well, I'm a boss, babe. I'm showing an independent woman. I don't need no man, But I expect a man to be a gentleman. And I expect you to be a nurturer. I expect you to give back to me what I give to you. If I'm pouring into you, I expect you to give that back to me. At some point in time, I would like you to take me on a date. Oh, well, that's not manly. I don't care what you say. I need you to reciprocate at some point in time. Get creative. Well, that's a woman's thing. No, because y'all do that same. See, what y'all would like to do is y'all would like to say, well, we got this day, Valentine's Day, it's going to be for women. No, it's supposed to be for couples, I thought. Because we both in love, right? Is it only me that is in love, or is it both of us? Well, then, you got National Girlfriend's Day or National Boo Thing Day or whatever, my birthday, and I got to get something for that, and you got to go all out all week, all month. And then Christmas come, and I got to go all out for that. And there's a couple of other holidays in there. Did I say birthday? Gotta go all, I gotta go all out for that too. There's a plethora of things. And then that's on top of just because. And just because really honestly and truly needs to happen at least 3 to 4 times a month. So you're already getting quality gifts, quality dates, just because. And then your birthday, I gotta go all out. Valentine's Day, I gotta go all out. At some point, and then for all of that, what does a man get? Complaining. He didn't quite do it right, but we bringing him along. Bringing me along where? You need to catch up.
A question I get asked often is, how did you finally make the choice to leave? And I answer this question the same every single time. I remembered that this is it. That I get one life, one chance, no do-overs, no redos. This is it. I get the choice to stay somewhere where I know I will not be fulfilled. I will not be loved. I will not be appreciated. Or take the chance on myself. Going down the path that leads to healing, going down the path that leads to me loving myself enough to only ever accept actual authentic love. One chance, one life. That's it. And I don't want to be 90 and on my deathbed knowing that I stayed in a relationship that drained my spirit and broke my heart for my entire life. I don't want that. I want to be 90 on my deathbed knowing that I got to experience the greatest love that could possibly exist because I took the chance on myself. If you're questioning whether to stay or whether to go, it's really quite simple. It's not easy, but it is simple. Could you spend the rest of your life where you are right now and not regret it? Because if you would regret it, you already know the answer.
Look, if all he does is go to work, go home, and then lie on the couch,
scroll on his phone for a little bit, overthinks everything, watches football, and drinks a few beers in the evening, then I would call him a true husband material.
I think what I've realized is I don't want to be married ever again. I just want to date multiple people. I want to have lovers. I want true connection, though. I want true connection. I want lovers who are there for me, who reach out to me, check up on me, are my friends. You know, I want genuine loving connection with multiple people. I don't want to be married. I don't want to live with a man. I want my own space. I want autonomy. I want to spend my time the way that I want. And I also want deep, passionate love. And guess what? I can have it all. I can have it all. I know this. But what I don't want is sex. I don't want to just empty sleep with people, and that's just not fulfilling. I could do it. It's just kind of boring, honestly. I think the real great adventure is to explore the heart and mind and to share energy on a profound level with other person. That's the way to really do it. The sex is just boring. That's child's play. But we want to explore the depths of our being without needing to control each other or be possessive of one another, belong to one another. We don't have to do that. I just want to be free. Just want to be free and love deeply. We're here for it.
The longer you stay single, the harder it is to adjust to someone else. If this ain't the truth, I could never do it again. I was single 10 years before my last relationship, and I never do it again. I love my peace and my own space. Everything stayed clean. Everything stayed quiet. I had a fish in my last apartment. Got rid of it. Splashing too loud.
This is how to spot if you're a feminine man. Number 1, do you know how to fight? Not in your head, not like this, but really, physically. Can you drop a man if he touched your woman? If the answer is no, you are a feminine man. A masculine man knows how to protect and use when he needs to. He is not a decoration and he is not a liability. Number 2, if they ask your woman who the leader is in the relationship and she says both, and you agree, you are a feminine man. A masculine man makes his woman instantly submit to him just naturally. If she thinks this is a democracy, you are not her husband because you are unfit to lead the relationship. Number 3, if you always take out the trash, do the dishes, mow the lawn, make the bed, and you're in your head thinking, now she's gonna give me sex, you are a feminine man. A masculine man does not bargain for sex ever because it is literally offered to him freely, willingly, sometimes daily, because he leads, not because he did the laundry and put your socks away. Number 4, if she works longer hours than you, if she makes more money than you, and if she comes home more stressed than you are a feminine man. A masculine man does not let his woman face the world like a man. No, that is his job. That brings him purpose and honor. If she's out there fighting wolves, what the are you doing? Maybe you should buy a dress for yourself. And to finish, if you watched this video and felt offended rather than introspective, and if your first thought was, my God, this woman is so toxic, instead of, hey, you know what? Maybe I need to fix something about myself. You, my friend, are a feminine man. You know what I'm saying is true. The question is, though, what are you going to do about it?
Who's your favorite singer?
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny? What's your favorite song by Bad Bunny? Can you pick one, maybe?
Yo Perreo Sola.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me that you might want to ask or anything?
No.
So are you gonna leave?
I thought you were leaving. Oh, I have to go.
Yes.
Okay.
Like now.
The way to handle boundaries as a man, you don't sit there and beg her to listen to you. You see her own choices and you decide if it is an appropriate selection for you to be with this woman. You don't force her to change. You allow her to live how she wants to live, and then you let her know what you prefer and give her time. If she decides this is not how she wants to live, instead of being like, we got to do this, you got to listen to me, I'm the man, you just say, okay, fair enough, I totally want you to live the life you want, but it's not compatible with the values and boundaries I have. Instead, what they do is they stay there, get really controlling, really aggressive. You don't want to teach anybody that you have no willingness to walk away. Instead, what you want to teach them is the relationship means something to you. You want to protect this relationship through boundaries, and you want them to meet you in the middle with that. If they do that, fantastic. If they choose not to, the goal is not to be with you, the goal is to have a good relationship. If you don't want this, no worries, I wish you the best. The toxicity comes from the inability to walk away.
I find it so funny when guys are like, I can't get any girls, no one wants me, blah, blah, blah. And then they don't take care of their appearance. They don't go to the gym, they don't have any career aspirations. Why would we want a man who cannot take care of himself? Because I can guarantee that we're not going to be doing it for you. So my number one tip for any guy looking for women and they can't seem to get one, take a look in the mirror. Obviously, personality plays a big role in dating too. You want someone with a great personality, but especially when it comes to online dating, what is the first thing that we see about you? Your looks. You don't style your hair, you have poor hygiene, you don't go to the gym, you're overweight. That's literally the first thing we're going to notice about you. It has never been so complicated either. Groom your beard, style your hair, nothing fancy. Throw in like the base sea salt texture spray or the pomade or something. Just like give your hair some texture, some hold. Get better fitting clothes, go to the gym. And finally, work on yourself. Go chase that promotion that you've been wanting. Figure out what you want to do in life. No offense, but we don't want a bum or someone who doesn't know what they're doing in life. It's that simple.
This is a question for the men. If you're not a man, keep scrolling. Okay, so men, why are we hating women? Why are we hating women? I feel like women are hating men and men are now hating women. They don't want to get married. They don't want to live with them. They, they just want to be single forever. Like, what's going on here? Are all you men into men now? Like, what's going on? I'm so confused. I feel like we're creating a divide here, folks. Can we come back together? I love men. And I want men to start loving women again. Like, I don't know. What do we need to do? Let me know and I can try to get the congregation together and we could try to move forward so we can all start loving each other again. I don't know. What am I missing? Can you please fill me in? I'm very, 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 very confused. Okay, thanks.
With my girl. And I want y'all to just notice something. There's women, all eating there. Women, all eating there. And let's not forget right there too, because they're everywhere. Oh my God. I don't normally go out, but when I do, I go out with my girls, and I am seeing something, a trend. Girls are all going out with their girlfriends. There's not like one date in that.
Yeah, I don't think that trend's going to be going away anytime soon. But I think it works though. Men get to keep their money. They get to work on what they want to do and do what they want to do. And I mean, women can go and spend all their money, get all this debt, on their nails. You can tell she's got her nails done. She's probably got the expensive makeup, going out for dinner every night. At least she's got to foot the bill. And also, the men won't have to deal with her debt down the road. So win-win, I think. Anyway, I don't think this particular lady really cares what's happening in the dating market. I think she just wants somebody to pay for her dates, and no one's doing it, and so she makes this video. How typical of women. Okay, let's go to the next one.
I don't care where. Can you let a girl know? Hey! Hey, how are you? Good? It's scaring me. I just got hit on harder than I ever have in my entire life. I don't know how to process this. It just happened. And so the guy rides by on his bike, and then I start filming a video. And so he turns around and stops right in front of me while I'm filming. And And he basically, he greets, hi, my name is whatever. And then he's like, can I sit down? I was like, sure. And so I move over to this side of the bench, right? And he sits right here and man spreads. And so I'm like, And he was very straightforward. He basically, got around to the point of, I knew what his intentions were. And he's like, so you don't hook up or anything? Or, and I was like, no. And he's like, you're single though, right? I was like, yes. And so you don't want to go hook up? No. And I mean, he was very straightforward, so good for him. And I mean, I knew what he wanted and I didn't want that, but oh man, it was, I don't know how to process it. What just happened? No stinking way. I've never met a man so.
Now, me and one of my friends were just walking the West Side Highway for like an hour, and of course the conversation of dating comes up, and she's like, where are you meeting guys? Like, where are the guys hanging out? Because I do not use dating apps. I have literally been on 2 dating app dates in my entire life, and I have good success in the wild, I would say. And I'm like, you know what? We're asking the question wrong. It's not where am I finding the guys, it's where are the guys hanging out. So if you're a guy in New York City, where are you going? And do not tell me a bar or a club. I am not finding my husband at either of those places. I am going to the bars to have a girls' night. I don't go to clubs, so yeah, girls' night. Where are the guys going? Where can we meet you? If you are a single, eligible bachelor, a good man, where can we find you? And do you want to be found? Because it seems a little questionable when we're out and about. Like, do you even want to be found? We're here. We're right in front of your face. We are under your nose. So approach us. Why are we not approaching?
How many men would date an unattractive woman?
Exactly.
They wouldn't. They just simply wouldn't, okay? Because they have that standard. If you're unattractive, I don't want to date you. But once a woman has a standard, and it's like, if you're a broke guy, and with broke guys, I don't mean men that are poor. No. I mean men that don't know how to create abundance. And that's a big, big issue. See, for example, for me, a broke man, how I classify it is like my dad. My dad refused to work. He doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to figure out how to work. He made my mom work her whole life, and she was taking care of him, okay? He didn't respect himself, and he didn't respect my mother. It was just not in balance at all, and my mom had to be hyper masculine to make up for the lack of masculine energy in the house, right? Now, when you have that, a person that doesn't know how to be abundant, that's a broke guy, okay? It doesn't matter how much money he makes, as long as he's trying, that's an abundant man. Exactly. Because a lot of people, especially women, they think like, oh, I just need a rich man. I've dated a very wealthy guy, probably the wealthiest guy I've ever dated. He was not generous at all. Brokey. Yeah, so that's a broke man. Because what do I have with you? You're showing me every day how much money you're making, but what do I have with it? What do I care how much money you make, you know?
If to say I know say like this life go be, I for just day with that boy, one boy where I've been dating for 2018. I for just day with that boy because since I leave that boy now, so stuff I did suffer. I don't know if that boy swear for me, but me I know say that boy no go swear for me because I been leave that boy because say him be no get money, because say I been say I don't open eye. You get I say I don't open eye. I say my eye don't dey open. Say other boys better, other boys they outside, all those kind of things. That's why I take leave this boy. All the efforts where this boy be taking. This boy if he get 5k, me give me 4-5 inside. If he get 5k, me give me 3,000 inside. But I can't leave the boy because I say I don't open eye. See, all those people now will say they go they set camera, they tell you say me you leave less. Time go reach, you no go see the lesser self. You no go even see lesser because to say I know, I for deal with that boy, don't build with him. It show me that say me and that boy for a day together. And now like this, the bless it things all the better for the boy. I for just deal with that boy. I for just deal because I don't even know it I want to talk because since where I leave that boy now so one outbreak so suffer since 2018 reach today I never rest. Now so suffer I don't dey suffer. Una go the advice person say anything where you want they outside. Sometimes you know they this is where we want. If you be in our imagination it dey. If you know really dey.
I'm just gonna say this because I know it's gonna piss some people off, but honestly, if it triggers you,
Good. If a woman cheats, it's usually not random. It's not one mistake. There are patterns and no one wants to talk about them. So I'm going to give you 3 things that massively increase the chances a woman will cheat. Not always, but often enough that you should pay attention. First, low self-worth. I mean, she needs attention to feel okay. Like, she feels good when she's desired. She feels alive when someone's flirting with her. And when that attention dips in the relationship, she starts feeling empty. She'll just say, I'm just talking. I didn't mean anything. But the truth is, she was feeding something inside her. Second, she avoids emotional discomfort. This one is huge. She doesn't sit with loneliness. She doesn't sit with boredom. She doesn't sit with unmet needs. The moment things feel heavy, awkward, or emotionally dry, she looks for relief. Not resolution, relief. So instead of fixing the relationship, she distracts herself with a person, with attention, with a vibe. Third, porous boundaries. And this is the one people defend the hardest. She'll say, I'm just friendly. I'm just being nice. I'm just a friend. But she's oversharing. She's emotionally intimate with other men. She's keeping doors cracked open, just in case. And cheating doesn't start with intention. It starts with no boundaries. If you don't protect the relationship, someone else will walk into it. Now listen, this is important. None of this makes cheating okay, ever. Cheating is still a character issue. But if a woman has low self-worth, can't tolerate emotional discomfort, and has weak boundaries, the relationship is on a thin ice, whether you want to admit it or not.
And what modern women have to understand is, because they push out this narrative that men are hiding, that men are not around, that men never come to singles events, that men are in different dating spaces. Modern women are so oblivious to the movements of a man that a man could actually come to a dating event. He actually goes to the dating event, but you won't notice him because you're looking for the dude that's 6'5". You won't notice him because you're looking for the dude that is wearing an Armani suit or something like that. You're looking for the person that looks how you want them to look, that presents themselves how you think that they should present themselves, when they might present a slightly different way. They might talk a different way. They might approach a different way. And we're not talking about people who walk up to you and approach you looking like a slouch and a slob. We're just talking about, say for instance, a dude wears a red suit. Well, I'm looking for, my husband's going to be a guy in a black suit. Guys going to see me a man in a black suit, black loafers. I've already prayed for it. Why did you pray for something so shallow like that? Why? When the dude in the red suit is exactly who you're looking for. Oh, he sounds like he's from New York. So, well, I'm looking for a guy from Connecticut. Why does it matter? Have you talked to him to see how he treats you? Yeah, I actually did. He seems like a nice guy. He's got this down. He's really educated. I really like that about him. Seems like he's connected well to his family and his friends. Well-adjusted man. He's got a good job, great hobbies. Well, if he has all of that stuff, then why don't you just date him? What kind of job does he have? Oh, it's a boring job. I really don't like that. Does he make a stable income? Yeah, but I don't think that's going to be exciting for my life. Huh? They really disqualify men because of these things. Minute things. And I'm exaggerating. But there's minute things that modern women, basically say, well, you're a really good man, actually, but you're not my husband. And then they go and start making up stupid sayings talking about, well, don't let your boyfriend or something like that, or don't let a good man keep you from finding your husband. What does that even mean? Can you just go ahead and do what you're supposed? Just say that you're not ready. Just say that you don't have the emotional intelligence capacity to handle a man like that.